See? Yay! Finally started to record. It took literally like 2 minutes for it to sit there and spin like, maybe we'll record, maybe we won't. So, I was making faces at you and everything. Today is Tuesday. The big fat Tuesday. The 2nd of April. Yesterday I had called, there's this fishing game club that I always call them like the 1st of April, and we always bill them the whole season and they pay, and then we just go service them during the season. They like that better than getting invoices every month. They'd rather just get one invoice, pay for it, and they don't have to deal with it, which I like too. We have 2 customers who do that actually. And yesterday I called, nobody answered to it. I had to talk to the machine, and I was not prepared because usually it's the same old guy who answers the phone. And I had just been doing a whole bunch of work with numbers and things, and I'm like, this is Stacy from blah blah blah, and, call. And I tried to give him the business number in Indiana. I know the number, I could tell you the number now, but at that moment, nothing was in my mind. And I tried to tell him the number, and then I'm like, well, okay, try this one. And I could not remember Ron's business number. It was all like a jumble of numbers. I'm like, oh hell, here's my home number. This is where I'm calling from right now. I'm like, I sound like a blubbering idiot. And then when I called him today, he was laughing at me. I'm like, I know I sounded like an idiot. I said I was so just confused in numbers that nothing would come out right. As soon as I hung up the phone, I could tell you those phone numbers like nobody's business. And he's always a fun guy to talk to for a few minutes. And I asked him how he's doing. He goes, well, keep getting older, not getting any younger. I said, do you mind if I ask how old you are? He goes, I'm 65. I'm like, you're not that old. You're still a young guy. He goes, I got some miles on me, kiddo. He always calls me kiddo. And so I always look forward to calling him every year. He goes, we like your guys' service. You guys get a thumbs up. I'm like, I know Ron likes to come, because Ron will go there and service and sit and talk to the guys for a few minutes. Because these guys were customers we got from the old, when we first bought a toilet business. They've been with us from the beginning. And so they've been around. They're some of our originals. Yep. Last night, I tried to sleep, I don't know, it's like 10 or 10:30 maybe. So I read for a little bit and I couldn't sleep. So about 11:30, I'm like, I'm doing it. Sleeping, going to sleep. Dang it. So I doze off, and like at 12:15, that freaking coyote, because I know the sound of all the dogs in the neighborhood. You know how you just know, because like the one over here is like a big brrr. He's interesting. But that little coyote started yipping, and then he started to howl, and he was somewhere out back. I'm like, what the hell is the coyote doing? And I go to the door, and I open my door. I'm like, Dad, because he had the TV on. Sometimes he's awake, sometimes he's not. I'm like, Dad. And then I hear, I'm like, okay, he's sleeping. Because I was going to have him go out back and see if he could hear him. I didn't want to go out there. And so when I got the day, I told him, he goes, well, next time wake me up because I want to go hear him. I'm like, okay, I tried, but you were out. And one of our friends recently saw him just a block away. There's a block, there's no house, it's just trees and a creek that runs through it. And a friend of ours saw the coyote right by the creek one day, like in the afternoon, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, by the creek, and he was going potty, let's just put it that way. So I don't know if this coyote got a den near here, or if he's just finally just adopted our neighborhood. I don't know what's up with the coyote. But I know last night, I wanted to smack a coyote in the head. I love animals, but I smacked him in the head. I just got into sleep. So I was up for a little while again, read a little bit. And I think I did get like 4 or 5 hours of straight sleep. So that actually is pretty good for me. So thumbs up to that. Now it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Just got done writing up the paycheck for our employee. I called that place back and talked to the guy at NC Fishing Game and wrote out their bill for the season. Got that ready for the mail. Now I'm getting ready to sit over here and go back into numbers land. Woohoo! Yeah, that's about all. Tonight the Humper goes and calls bingo. So when he leaves, I'm going to burp in your face. Excuse me. I don't think I'll dig up pictures this time, because I have a while before that. But I am... Okay, he's not in the house. I wanted to make sure he really isn't. I am going to print out some of the invites and cut them up and address them to some of the people who live far away. I got my list right. Here, my dream book, of course. So, yep. Okay. Let me put that back under here for now. I had it in my car, that book in the car for a little while, and Dad's like, what's that notebook in the car? I'm like, oh, that's mine, I gotta take it in. So I didn't want him to be nosy and start looking through stuff. Because it could happen. So now I'm just procrastinating going over there to do work. So I came to talk to you fine people of the interwebs. I don't really have much more to say. I hear Dad outside. It's cold out though. It's only in the 30s. Although it's supposed to gradually go up. What's it say? It says it is 37, which was supposed to be what it was be today. Then it's supposed to go to 45, 57, then 59. So it's gradually going up a little bit every single day. So yay! I love having this little thing that you can hit on your phone. Makes it so nice. I don't know what I did before I had a smartphone. Because this thing is plugged in right next to my bed every night. And between that and the Kindle, I can waste some time when I can't sleep. Just saying. I use it for music. I listen to Pandora on there. I'll turn it on here in a minute while I do work. My channel of choice on Pandora. What channel would you think? Huh? I listen to the Adult Alternative channel. That's my favorite channel. So I'll probably gear that up here in a few. Because you gotta have music. When I worked at the newspaper, I had a radio in my office, and when I went and sat in my chair, first thing I did, click on the radio. Listen to Sunny 101.5. And they were my company every day at work. Last thing I did before I left, turn off the radio. You gotta have music. It's just a fact of life. Alright. I can't procrastinate any longer. I gotta go do some of this book work. I'm off. See you all later. Which means tomorrow, pretty much. Bye.